Chapter 8. Return of the Eye. Jack and Annie walked through the front hallway. The palace passed of the ice columns into the wizard's throne room. The walls glittered with the beautiful cold light of dawn. "Uh-oh," said Jack. The wizard was waiting for the two white wolves were sleeping on either side of the throne. Jack was confused. Why are they here? He wondered. Do they belong to the wizard?
Wolves?
The wolves sniffed their heads and sniffed the air. Their ears picked up. When they caught sight of Jack and Annie, they sprang to their feet. They started them a piece yellow eyes. The ice wizard was hissing yellow eyes. The ice wizard was staring definitely at them. And Annie too well, he said. Did you bring back my eye? Yes, said Jack. Jack and Annie took out the hairstone out of the pocket and he held up to the wizard. Annie watched the wolves nervously as the hairstone passed from Annie's small hand to the wizard's large rough hand. The wizard started down off the trunk of the ice. There are thorns.
Then
You look at Annie and you, indeed you are heroes, he said pleasantly. Not really, Jack murmured. The wizard looked at them.
Again.
At his eyes inside the hairstone. Then he quickly moved it and slammed the ice chunk inside the arm of the throne. Jack and Annie gasped. He stepped back. The wizard slammed the hairstone against his throne again. This time the ice cracked. The wizard gently pulled his eye out of the heart of the hailstone. He lifted up the frozen eyeball in the air and studied it in the light. Then, with an eager cry, he ripped off his eye patch. Jack and Annie watched amazement as the wizard fitted his eye into his dark, empty socket. Jack held his breath. He was horrified, yet fascinating. He couldn't imagine someone just shoving his eye back into his head. The wizard slowly lowered his hand into. He seemed to holding his breath. He had two eyes, but the new one didn't move. It looked as if it was still frozen. Jack got worried. If the eye didn't work, the wizard might not help them. We brought your eye. So can you tell where Merlin and Morgan are now? The wizard jerked his head and looked at Jack. He covered one eye. With his hand, he covered both of his fuzzy. He went back and forth, covering and uncovering his eye. Finally, the wizard dropped his head and roared, "No!" The wizard howled. The ice columns, you have tricked me. We know we haven't, said Annie. This eye is useless. Why, the wizard, it has no life, no sight. But that is the eyes you gave to the Norns, said Annie. If you promise if you come back, you will give us Merlin and Morgan. The two white wolves threw back their heads. And how no, cried the wizard. You have tricked me. You tricked me.